Great. Hey,
お願いします。
お願いします。Hey, down. Hey, side to side. Hey, hip shoulders. So it goes one way and the other way. Bring your arms and back. Hey, to one side, stretching the other side. Crossing one side, cross the other side. Open and close. Hey, showman. Hey, ahí son aquí. Hey, hand tight. Your hook. Sides. Side and the other side. Change. Changing. One side. Other side. Side. Other side. Hey, and G. Hey, Yoko. It's you go. You go. Thank you. Go. Remember, it's very important. We've been talking a lot during the week, I think in different settings to the children, to the teenagers, to the adults. We've been talking about, especially this week, I refer a lot about the bubble wrap, the idea of bubble wrap paper, how, most people likes the idea of popping bubble wrap. It's quite a therapeutic pastime to do, which is just grab a piece of bubble wrap and just go just popping everywhere. And kind of the theory around that is because bubble wrap has just enough balance between tension and relaxation. Tension and relaxation, right? So if you have a little bit of a bubble on the bubble wrap, you press it and then it pops. You press it and then it pops. So it kind of your mind and your body seem to kind of like that. They seem to like that idea. The problem that we have a lot in society is that possibly as adults with things and commitments and jobs and things, we are perpetually in the state of tension, like it's all tension all the time. And the body and the mind ultimately don't like that. The problem that many children have, and that's possibly why I refer to children, is because especially these days, they seem to be in a very perpetual state of relaxation, like this, but like a relaxation as a floppiness, not as a positive relaxation, like just floppy and not moving and with no energy. And ultimately, the mind doesn't like that either. I mean, the mind says, "Hold on a minute, there's something wrong here." So, and pretty much every physical activity demands that you integrate these two elements properly: running, playing any game, any exercise, any in sport, and so on. So anyway, so that's an important element. So now when we practice that, the most basic way of doing practicing that breathing is by opening your hands and then breathing in, closing and tightening, and breathing out and relaxing. Breathing in, tightening, breathing out, relaxing. Breathing in, tightening everything, holding, and relaxing. So that exercise kind of more or less, mimic this idea of tensing and relaxing, and produce a little bit of a similar intention to our body and to our mind. So now I keep joking with the kids that it's a bit weird to be in the middle of the shopping center just doing that if you want to be relaxing. But if you are waiting on a queue, I said to them, you can do the same thing with your toes. You can stand up there, just look very, don't know nothing, and just squeezing your toes, breathing in and relaxing your toes, breathing out. Breathing in, squeezing your toes and relaxing your toes, breathing out. And breathing in, squeezing your toes, holding them and breathing out, relaxing your toes. So first start with the idea of tensing and relaxing. You can do it very clearly for you with your hands, your arms, You can do it a little bit more hidden with your toes. But ultimately, we all have to do it, especially in our performance with our core muscles. So are your core muscles relaxed when you exhale, and then they engage? They don't necessarily tense, but they engage when you inhale. You exhale, they relax. You inhale, they engage. You exhale, they relax. You inhale, they engage. So now that's eventually we need to become familiar with the rhythm of our own core muscles, being able to, engage is engaging. So that's why it's super important when we train, we go through those phases of engaging the core muscles, keep them engaged in the entire moment when engagement is needed, which is at the moment of projection or at the moment of receiving, whatever, and then just remember to slightly release them and then engage them again. Slightly release them and then engage them again. So even in our basic co-cue exercises like this, for example, so we breathe out and hopefully your core muscles are getting relaxed, in this moment, and then you breathe in and hopefully your core muscles are expanding and engaging, and you breathe out and make sure that they relax and soften so your hinging is easier. Otherwise, you get stuck. And you breathe in and they expand and engage. And you breathe out and they relax and soften and so on. So, yeah, so, you cannot overdo that. You cannot overdo, the action of engaging and disengaging your core muscles. So just try to keep that as a daily constant diet. Hopefully one day it will become automatic. One day we won't have to think about it. One day in the moment that we breathe in, core muscles will engage, we breathe out, core muscles will disengage and so on. And then we'll work more on that. There's a few complications in the moment in practice, but let's just put those aside for the moment. For the moment, just try to keep remembering, or go and find a lot of, bubble wrap from the post office and just have heaps of it available at home anytime, just to use. But you remember you always have a bubble wrap, integrated in you to kind of be able to do those things. So your hands up, forward, and down. So, hey, your knees front to back. Circles one way. Circles the other way. Hey, sideways. Front, back, front, back, front, back, front, back. Open your toes. And your hips. You lowering your body. Elbows out, hands in, elbows out, hands in, elbows out, hands in. Pivot into one side. Pivot in the other side. Grabbing your toes, raising your head, chest out, and hips up, and hips down, hips up, hips down, hips up, hips down, hips up, and spine up. And your hips. Direction and the other direction. So. Opening side to side. So. And lowering one side, lowering the other side. Toes up, one side, toes up, the other side. Hands in front, side. And again, hands in front, the other side. Side to side. Opening your legs, elbows down, forward. Back stretch. Forward again. Hips up. Down. Hips up. Hips down. Hips up. Hips down. And back stretch. One side. The other side. One side. The other side. One side. The other side. Side, side. So, leg up and moving forward and back and outside. And next one, just a little bit inside, closer to your body. and try to push your knee past in your ankle just to do a little bit of a stretch at the level of the ankle. Okay. So the other one, your foot is far away from you, so you try to reach forward, to move your hip flexor, and on this one, just check the condition of your ankle by your foot being closer to your body, being closer to your body, so you pass your knee a little bit, and just check a little bit the flexibility of that ankle in that direction. Okay, change to the other side. You shoot your leg away on this one. You kind of move forward into it for your hip flexor. Back, move forward into it for your hip flexor. Back, move forward into it for your hip flexor. One more time, back, forward with your hip flexor. Now next one, toes up, and you sit with your hamstring. Okay, out, sit with your hamstring. Out, sit with your hamstring. Out, sit with your hamstring. Now opening in 45 degrees and moving into the hip flexor in that direction. One side. Again. And again. And this time, putting your leg a little bit closer, and you're going to pass your toes carefully, just checking the flexibility of your ankle. Moving forward. So, forward. So, forward. Oh, good. So, if you look at me, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now this time I'm going to do the same thing. Now your shirokemi. You're going to try to continue forward into your pigeon pose, and the other side up, shirokemi. Very careful. Continue passing into your pigeon pose. Okay. So careful on your transition. Just a little bit of a gentle movement. Shirokemi. Continue swinging that leg, and try to see if you can come up on the other side for a little bit of a similar back leg extension, a little bit like a pigeon pose. Okay, so shirokemi, passing that foot, coming up, back stretch. The other side, shirokemi, passing the foot, getting up, back stretch. The other side, shirokemi, passing your foot, back stretch. Shirokemi, passing your foot, stretch. A couple more. Shirokemi, passing your foot, back stretch. One more. Shirokemi, passing your foot. Okay, you should look at me all the way up to your knees. Forward. Maybe up to your knees. Forward. Should look at me up to your knees. Forward. Get me up. Forward. Get me up. Forward. Get me up. Forward. All right, so now the next sequence is going to be to help us with that thing that we were struggling a lot when Sensei was here, which is the capacity to now exit any roll, front roll, sideways roll, backwards roll, and not have to use your toes, in order to get up, but just rely on your front leg in order to be able to do that. So now, once again, depending on your condition, the important thing is to not, to take it progressively, not easily. So not taking easily, but progressively. So those are two different things. So you can do that and check the condition of your leg in a number of ways. As I recommended many times, the use of straps, TRXs, strap with rings, whatever they call, you know. Tom has those at the back of in his house in there, but you know, whatever you hold that actually give you some support, and then you can actually kind of come up, you know, from them while being assisted. So you use a little bit of your arms in order to perform that. If not, you know, holding into anything, holding into something that is sturdy, you know, and just kind of checking how the condition of how low can you go. You know, even if you don't have, even if you can't go all the way down into your knee and up, but even if you go down, let's say to your ankle and up, into your ankle and up, yeah, maybe all you can do if you're holding into a chair or a table. Even if you have something like a jaw in front of you, you know, basically performing the same function, so, and just being able to use your jaw as a support tool to do this exercise. Okay, so straps, an object like a table or a chair that is nice and solid, or a jaw, or whatever. Just do it progressively. Don't injure yourselves, but work on it. Okay, so now the basic exercise goes like this, and you just use whatever condition is important for you. So you get into this position, opposite hand, opposite leg, engage in your core muscles, and at some point you're going to go up, shoot, hold, engage for a few seconds, 3, 2, 1, and shoot down. At no point, neither on the way up nor on the way down, your toes touch, your toes kind of curl, like in that position. Right? It's always flat foot, okay? So here, use your arms. Again, your upper body has to assist your lower body, okay? So that's why this action of shooting, you know, is an action that will assist overall your movement, okay? So get in position, engage your core muscles, and shoot, and hold. 1, 2, 3, down. And again, ready, set, go. So 1, 2, 3, down. Ready, and go. 1, 2, 3, down. Ready, go. 1, 2, 3, down. So ready, go. 1, 2, 3, down. Okay, so that's the solo action. Once again, depending on what you're doing, even if you're not doing very low yourself, even if you're just here in this position, yeah, and just a little one. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So even if it's not fully low, it's still a challenge on that single leg in order to kind of be able to keep balance, maintain alignment, and have some level of support on that resting leg. Okay. So the other side. So position and ready. Engage for muscles and up. 1, 2, 3. Down. Engage for muscles. Go. 1, 2, 3. Down. Ready, set, go. 1, 2, 3. Down. Couple more. Go. 1, 2, 3. Down. Again, go. 1, 2, 3. Down. Down. So again, because of the length of this class and so on, we've been doing quite a lot of this was during the week in the dojo. But yeah, the important is, you know, develop enough strength on a single leg, because pretty much all your exits from ukemi, you know, from any ukemi is going to be a single leg exercise. You know, you come here, simple ukemi, you enter in this position, single leg. You're here, ukemi, enter in this position, single leg. You're here, Ushiro ukemi, enter in this position, single leg. Okay, so the important thing is try to develop any activities that help to do two things, okay, which are not the same thing. Number one is some level of strength on the leg, which is related to, but it's not the same. And number two is some level of alignment. Always remember to have ankle, knee, hip aligned. The problem with alignment and strength are not exactly the same thing. They are related, they are not exactly the same thing. So at the beginning, many times the cause of injury is not so much a lack of strength, it's a lack of alignment. Now, some people will say it is because there is not enough strength in a place that we overcompensate with other places, and that produces a lack of alignment. Yes, that's true. So that's what I mean. These things are not 100% independent. They are not the same, but they are very related. So anyway, anything that helps you to develop, one leg strength, and that keeps helping you to work on, on the alignment of your knee and your ankle. And again, it doesn't really matter. It doesn't really matter if you are in this position holding something and there are just very little drops. That's fine. Just work on those ones as much as needed, to exercise those things. All right. Next one is going to be the same thing. Again, you can do that here on your thing. We're going to go up, down with the hinge, up, down with the hinge, up, down with the hinge. Okay. But from our solo, okay, we're going to do engaging pro muscles, shooting up, holding, 1, 2, 3, hinging, 1, 2, 3, raising, 1, 2, 3, dropping. Okay, and the whole thing again. Ready, set, go. Up. 1, 2, 3, hinge. 1, 2, 3, raise. 1, 2, 3, drop. Again, up, raise. 1, 2, 3, hinge. 1, 2, 3, raise. 1, 2, 3, drop. Drop. And up. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Drop. Drop. One more. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Drop. Change sides. Okay. Ready? And 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Drop. Drop. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Drop. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Drop. One more. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Drop. And release. So anyway, find a way or a tool or a support system that helps you to develop alignment on single leg alignment and strengthen your single leg. All right. So okay. Let's just play with you. Something that we've been playing a lot during the week has been a couple of times a couple of applications for Tenchinage. Now, the application of our techniques has to be rooted on the correct practice and understanding of the kihon of the techniques. Okay, so in this case, Ryo Tekubidori, Tenchinage. So Ryo Tekubidori, 2 hands out. Tenchinage, remember, lowering your hand, raising your hand in front of you, cutting. And then something that Irena's fault, noticed from Sensei was that at the end of the cut, Sensei opened his hip. And by opening his hip, the bottom hand kind of disappears. It doesn't stay there perpetually, but it doesn't go away too early either. It's almost like if you think about it a bit like rowing, It's like the exercise of one hand moving because the other hand is connected to something, as opposed to one shooting too close and then the other one moving. So too far. So it's almost like an action of rowing. So let's just practice basic Tenchinage. Okay, stepping in and down in front of you and up in front of you. Careful that the hand up doesn't open. So hands up in front of you. Stepping in, cut, and open your hip. Send your back. Okay, so stepping in, hands in front, lowering your center of gravity, lowering your body. Okay. Stepping in, cut, and open. Open that hip. Okay, the other side. So open, hands in front, lowering center of gravity, lower hand keeps leading, and cut. So again, the other side, open, and in front, cut, down, side, lowering your lower body, lowering leading with your right hand, and opening, lowering body, lowering hand, lower hand remains active, cut, and open. More time, opening, hands, okay, hands in front of your center line, open, okay. So that will be our basic, that will be our basic Tenchinage, okay, basic Tenchinage with Aikido no Kamae, Yumiyashi each, and so Kamae up, and so that's our basic Tenchinage. So now let's do a Tenchinage that is the same structure, but the lower hand sotos, the lower hand cuts, has broken out the grip, and this is the same thing, but this time by before the both hands were inside of the body. Now the bottom hand is going to soto, break that grip, maintain the connection, and bottom hand makes a circle, maintains connection, and so it's the same exercise, but now the lower hand soto moves around, breaks the grip because it's going around the circle, but still honors the connection, doesn't separate. Okay, so your right foot in front, left hand is going to be the bottom hand, makes a circle, breaks the grip. Okay, and now relies purely on connection, not on grip anymore because you broke the grip by doing the circle. And enter. Okay, left foot in front, the right hand is going to be the circle. Right hand makes the circle, breaks the grip, maintains connection. Okay, and right foot in front, left hand is going to make the circle. Left hand makes the circle, breaks the grip, maintains connection, raises, and cuts. Left foot in front, right hand is going to make the circle. Make circle, break grip, hands up, and okay. So it's very important, please, that although this hand is breaking the grip, it's breaking the grip by doing soto movement, by doing a soto mawaru, like by making a circle with the hand, with the arm, outside. That is very important that this connection is maintained. Okay, it's very important to not separate. Okay, so before you were relying on the grip, now you are relying on the connection on it, and then same thing. Okay, so visualize that and remember that by breaking the grip, you have more commitment to the connection. Okay, so a couple more times. And up, breaking grip, up, inside, breaking grip, up, down. So Irena, please continue, please. So it's very important to remember, you know, what's soto and what's uchi when you practice, even with your hand, with your arms. Okay, so remember, with your arm, you can go on the outside of the body, okay, or you can stay within the inside of the body. Okay, a common mistake in Tenchinage sometimes is that people goes down, up, and then they go soto on the up. So now that gets stuck. Okay, so the up is inside, and now the down in basic practice is inside, but what we were doing with the down was to go outside, break the grip and move. Okay, so just remember that even with your partner's arm, okay, you can be practicing on the inside of your partner's arm, or you can be practicing on the outside of your partner's arm. Okay, inside of your partner's arm or outside of your partner's arm. So it's very important that you pay attention of what is being demonstrated in terms of the direction of the arm, on the inside or on the outside. Okay. So now we move into that because then we did a little bit of an application of this exercise, which is a push. If pushes me, boom, and she pushes me again, and then she nage here, and as a reaction to a push. So there is a push, one, there's another push, and up and down. So slowly, okay. He pushes once, boom. He pushes again, down. Okay. So the basic practice for that was this. You start with the hands out. Right? So now, by the time we start playing with this level of practice, the hand me is not that relevant. We could take it back into a Ryokata exercise. Okay, a Ryokata exercise. Your hands go out. But we just kind of play straight away with the application. So two hands up, the hand me is irrelevant, right hand me is irrelevant. What's going to happen is one hand is going to go outside, down, the other one is going to stay inside, up, and then Tenchinage Ii. Three hands are going to be out, Milena. One hand is going to be on the outside, down, the other one is going to be in the inside, up, and okay. So we visualize just that position, two hands out. Okay, two hands out. There's two hands out. One is on the outside, one is on the inside. Okay, that's that. One is on the outside, one is on the inside. The hand that is on the outside is going to cut down. That's going to be the chi hand. The hand that is on the inside is going to continue going up, and it's the one that is on the. Okay, so if you visualize that, please. Okay, two hands. Okay, down. Okay. Now, the reason why this is important for us in Aikido, apart from being a little application of Tenchinage into a push, is because rather than just focusing on the arms, and don't doing anything with the body, we should still respect some of the idea of Tenchinage, lowering with your body. Okay, in the moment that you perform the technique. Okay, so not just simply, up and down with the body up, okay, but still honor the lowering of the body with the lowering of the hands. Okay, so visualize a person with two hands in front of you like that, okay, and don't worry too much about your hand knee. Just choose which hand is going to go on the outside, which hand is going to go on the inside. So one goes on the outside, one goes on the inside, you still lower your body, and you enter. Again, two hands up, one hand goes on the outside, one on the inside, and you still enter. Two hands up, one goes on the outside, one goes on the inside, and two hands up, one on the outside, one on the inside, and enter. So practice that for a little bit. Start to visualize those two things, outside, inside, and then just try to do it a little bit more. If you were just walking into it, if somebody was walking towards you, Can you do that? Can you choose the outside and follow the outside into a circle and down? Can you choose the outside and follow the outside into a down? Can you choose the outside and follow the outside into a down? And then can you remember the same thing with the inside? The inside go up. Okay? So do it slowly first and then walk and choose. Do it slowly first and then walk and choose. Okay? And your body adjust to that. Okay? Thanks. Kind of get to say that done. Pushes, pushing one, pushing one. Okay. The pushes, one, pushes, one, pushes, one, walk. Release your hand. Release your hand. You're not releasing your that hand is always the problem because it goes one more time. This side. One, two, okay. Release. Good. Okay. Hands always staying at the front. All right, so that's kind of really what we played during the week. Okay, the basic of Tenchinage. Okay, then the variation of Tenchinage with Soto, and then the application of Tenchinage of two hands out for a push or Ryo Katadori, where one cuts, one's down. And after that, there were some variations on that, but the basic idea was that. So it's important to, again, keep honoring Tenchinage for what it is, lowering your body, leading down, leading up, lowering your body, leading down, leading up. Okay. And then, play with different configurations of your hands, leading out, leading up with a circle, leading out, leading up with a circle. And then the application of that into your shoulders, out, up, out, up. But always using your body, please. Okay? Otherwise, it's very easy to just focus on the use of the arms and forget to use the body. Expand your core muscles. Relax your core muscles. Breathing in, engage. Breathing out. Relax. Breathing in, engage. Breathing out. Hey. Finish up. Right. Hey.
どうもありがとうございました。
Arigato gozaimashita. Thank you very much.